The pioneers of rock and soul are fading away. And popular music might never feel the same. The latest is Aretha Franklin, who took an old Otis Redding song about respect and turned it into an anthem for feminism and civil rights that captured its era and endures today.
In 1967, when Aretha came along, nobody is listening to music from 1917. But we're still listening 50 years later to Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin is such an overwhelmingly forbidding, almost comically magnificent figure, cutting such a huge swath of influence across the last 50 years, that it makes you wonder how that could have been possible.
The catalog of global musical giants is thinning. Not just the 27 Club, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, who long ago died at that age, but the original icons who might never be replaced are also fading away. Elvis, Chuck Berry, John Lennon. Now, a second generation of unique pop voices, from David Bowie to Whitney Houston, is going silent. A few from this generation of greats, The Who, and the Rolling Stones among them, live on. Miraculously in some cases. Aretha Franklin is the latest of the original stars of rock and soul to be laid to rest, and her fans have come here by the hundreds. They come to remember her, but also to remember their own younger lives with Aretha Franklin as the soundtrack.
Yes, she was queen of soul, yes she was.
Some fear the originals will all one day be gone, never to be replaced.
Looking at today's music, it suggests that we might be in trouble. The quality of these people's music is not there again. You're not seeing it in the younger generation. But Aretha's school of thought was, I sound like my record or better than my record. And that's the end of it. So in terms of performers performing, there's no way to compare, Aretha to today's young folks. No way.
Musical optimists like Eric Lott believe the passionate fires of rock and roll will renew themselves with each generation.
Pop music, like any art form, will certainly call on past gestures and remixes of earlier moves, but I don't think it's run its course in any way.
Major stars, Beyoncé-sized stars, carry on. But here in the Motor City, where thousands have descended for 4 days of celebration of a passing queen, it's beginning to look like the end of an era. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Detroit.